You're probably expecting a continuation of the last episode after that amazing cliffhanger.
These guys are toting chain guns and really bad 90s music. Really bad 90s music. Really bad 90s music. Why?
Well, not yet. Taking a bit of a detour to get something out of the way before we go on to Rep 60. For about, a year now, I've had a bit of an internal struggle. There was one particular episode of this show that, I gotta admit, I don't think I did well enough. It's been clawing away at my insides ever since I did it, and now, I think it's time we address that video. Yep, it's the Gamergate one, big surprise. It may have seemed like a joke video at the time, and this doesn't help much, but there was a reason to count it as a full episode. Regardless of pretense, it is an episode of controversy. And it sucks. All I did in that mess was just grunt a bunch, play some Gentle Giant, do a Tim Schafer joke, and then show disapproval. Clearly, I was not right in the head back then, so I apologize for not doing this sooner, but we have to at some point. I've done countless amounts of research since, and now, I believe I can fully give my official opinion on Gamergate. It all starts. No. Shit! It's the last time I ever use cassettes. Why did I go back to them? Why did I go back to them? CDs have always been reliable to me. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to abandon you. I'll never do it again. Well, it looks like I gotta find some other filler to do. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, this was the original episode before I decided to do the Gamergate one. Well, obviously I'm not gonna be doing it now, so... fuck it! Today's game is Depression Quest. And it caused controversy. The name's apt, isn't it? This little item was the catalyst for one of the biggest gaming controversies in recent years, of which this video is not the subject of, but I will mention it at some point, just to get that out of the way. However, the game is mostly irrelevant when the real talking point is one of its creators, Zoe Quinn. I've mentioned her before on this show, but I haven't specifically given my thoughts about her. She seems to be one of the many people on the internet that you either think is the best person ever or the cruelest living being on this humble planet. It's like the old saying goes, it rubs the lotion on the Quinn or else it gets triggered again.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket!
When it comes to my views, however, I'm just kinda apathetic towards her. Even after reading about her actions for this video and the countless other crap as well, I still just do not give a single shit about her and whatever the hell she does. And that's why I've been a bit hesitant about making this video. It's kinda hard to use apathy as a moving point in a line of thought, so to speak. Of course, there was another reason why too, but I'll get to that later. For now, we're talking about Depression Quest, and like last episode, we're reviewing this and the controversy. I think. Yep, getting 2 in a row, folks. May even get 3 if my sanity remains intact by the end of this video. I somehow doubt that, but who knows, so let's do this shit! The game first came out as a free web browser game back in 2013, and then the creators tried to get the game up on Steam in 2014, and they were met with a big backlash, apparently. I mean, this article says so, but then there's this Imgur post that said that it didn't, or something like that, and that the whole thing was blown out of proportion, and then they kind of counterclaimed that, I think, with something else, or I don't know, take your pick. Moving on. Anyway, the game got released on Steam on August 11, 2014, coincidentally the day Robin Williams died. They originally weren't going to release the game out of respect, but they believed it was crucial to help those struggling with depression as well. That's a bit questionable, but fair enough, I suppose. Now, the game itself was made entirely in Twine, so it's a kind of a visual novel type game with a lot of text. You play as a person with depression, obviously, and go through the game choose your own adventure style, making various life choices and learning more about yourself and your life along the way. I will say I do like the idea behind this game, and I can tell there were good intentions placed in it. The very first screen even gives players advice as to what to do if they have depression, which I can respect as well. Having said that, I didn't really enjoy this game. I'm not saying I was expecting to have fun with it or anything like that, that's just missing the point. I'm saying just in general, I didn't enjoy the game. I've played a lot of twine games in the past few years, I've even helped made a few as well. And in my opinion, I find the best kind of twine game is one with the least amount of text and the most amount of information. On the latter front, Depression Quest does a decent job at explaining the character you play, the world you're in, and the depression aspect. But as for the former, well, you've been watching gameplays, so you can see the problem, right? Holy shit, there is too much text. Each section of the narrative dumps a giant wall of text onto you, and the writing is never good enough to justify displaying that amount of text at once. Even when the visual novel games I like do this, they always allow the player to read little bits at once and pause before they keep reading. If Depression Quest had done that, this probably wouldn't have been an issue, but this design choice just kinda killed my interest in the game. I only got through one ending in my quick playthrough, and while I was initially worried they were gonna go for the nothing matters route because of all the crossed out options, I was glad to see I got an ending that's at least optimistic. Beyond that, there really isn't much to say about Depression Quest. It's not bad, but it's not particularly good either. Though considering it is a free game, I can at least say it's not a ripoff. It's not a terrible idea to look into it, but the poor writing structure is a big roadblock. But like I said, all of that is mostly irrelevant in regards to the controversy and what it started. Around the time of the release of the game, the infamous Zoe post cropped up, written by one of the dev's disgruntled exes. I read through a little bit of the post, but it's basically the equivalent of Jesse Eisenberg's live journal rant in the beginning of the Social Network, but less entertaining. Take it however you will, but what a lot of people seemed to pick up on was a particular section where the dude apparently claimed Miss Quinn either slept with or was in a relationship with a journalist to get positive coverage for her games, or something like that. Then it was claimed that the journalist in question, Nathan Grayson, apparently did a review for the game, though no such review existed to my knowledge. However, the people against that theory then asserted that the review was just a straw man created by the clickbait media in their terms, and the positive coverage amounted to mainly just a few articles about some random Steam games, and it was more about the lack of disclosure for said positive coverage, and then both sides said that the other was lying, and then one side that said the other was lying, and then one side said that the other side was double lying, and then it just kind of went on, and on, and on, and on, and on, and I got saliva all over my pop filter. This is the other reason why I didn't want to do this godforsaken controversy. It is something that I hate the most with any kind of controversy. I don't understand what happened. Oh, don't get me wrong, I've read a lot of stuff regarding this, from both sides, countless articles, Reddit posts, Imgur posts, I even went to goddamn Kotaku in Action and Locale of all places. But I still don't know what happened. I could probably be told the exact truth behind this controversy, the exact official truth. Have access to every single file and documentation in existence for this, just to find out for myself, and I probably still wouldn't know what happened. As you can probably tell, we're gonna get a bit hyperbolic, folks, so strap yourselves in, I'm not holding back. I have never seen a controversy so cluttered and disorganized, and I'm not even talking about the one it sparked, for fuck's sake. There's just so much confusion involved from both sides, it puts the current presidential race to shame. It's like, oh, this happened. Oh, no, wait, this is what actually happened. Here's proof from a screen cap I took and made it to look like I didn't Photoshop it in half an hour. Oh, no, don't listen to them. They're bad people. Don't listen to them. They're bad people. No, don't listen to them. They're bad people. They're the bad ones. Follow us. We're the saviors. You should follow us. No, we are. No, we are. No, we are. No, we are. Blah, 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 blah. It's like someone put these people into a room for 5 minutes, giving them nothing but a bucket of white paint, and when they came back, they were all covered in white, blue, yellow, green, and brown paint too, and they start arguing that the opposite side threw the paint first and had the extra paint with them, to the point that you just leave the room again and jump for the second floor window onto your head, and even in the moment before the sweet release of death takes you, they're still bitching! They're still bitching, for fuck's sake! And ever since then, and that other controversy, which I said I was gonna say stuff about, but I just lied through my teeth, it's just been one shit show after another. This year in particular has been quite an interesting ride too. Oh, the lady who helped translate that Fire Emblem got smeared. No, she didn't get smeared. She did this to herself because she did articles in the past about pedophilia or something. Fuck you, Nintendo. Why did you fire her, Nintendo? Now fuck you. No, good Nintendo. Now she's gone forever. Good riddance. Woohoo! Woohoo! I have all the popcorn in the world, guys. Just keep doing this. I totally don't want to choke on these kernels. I'm sorry, but I couldn't find a way to approach this controversy in a more professional way, even if I wanted to. And now you know what my limit is with shit like this. The confusion of this whole thing is what really sets me off, though. I have absolutely no involvement with this crap, so I really shouldn't try to make it sound like I do. But honestly, whenever I see stupid crap like this, I just can't help but go, I'm trying to make it in life. I'm going to school, getting my degree. I'm gonna make something of myself so I can have something good in life. I ain't got no time for nobody typing on the internet going, what do you think of this shit? I ain't got no time for you. So fuck it. Done. Got a bucket of bleach in the corner just waiting to be downed in combination with alcohol, so I'm gonna go do that and get the fuck out of this life. I remember why I didn't want anyone to see this. Oh well, I mean, it's not like anyone is actually gonna see this. Oh. That's not good.